welcome to the lab. Now, my apologies for not having a video of lately, because well, it's been because of bad health, mainly my back issues. I was working on a project which you can see bits of around here, but due to those problems I've not been able to do much work on it. We do have some hard work coming, but that's also been affected by the condition. So I thought for this video we'd relax, have a nice cup of tea, and look at a couple of guys that have been waiting to get on video for a while. Something a little bit different, as you will know by the title. They are electric typewriters. And I'll just put the first one on screen here. Being careful with my back, of course. Right. Now, I don't know why I have this thing for electric typewriters. God knows why. Maybe it's because I spent several years working with them when I did a speed typing course at school. So I have a little bit of thing for them. But I have two. I don't intend to get any more. This is enough. They do take up a bit of room, but we've rescued two. And what I'm going to do is start from the simple one, this one, which is a basic electronic typewriter, and look at the more complex one in a moment. They're both daisy wheel, which is nice, geeky, and yes, we don't know the age of these, although inside this one is an August brochure which shows Scion stuff, so it may be from late 80s, early 90s for this one. The other one, which we'll see in a moment, is much later. So this one actually came boxed, and we picked this one up for £5, and it was not working at the time, but we'll have a look at that later. Oh, my speech went a bit wrong there. We need more tea in that case. Okie dokie. Right, what I have forgot to do is put the mains power on, so I should just I'm stretching that back. Oh yeah, shouldn't really do that. But it's done now. So on the front, not too interesting. Box, picture, and more gunk on the side, and more gunk on the back. So let's have a look what we got in here. Well, it's been packed away for a while because this is a Britannia box with the Brits 98 awards on it. So I think we can put this before 98. Let's get the system out of the way. Oh god, it's heavy, I shouldn't be doing this. There we go, just put it there for a second. I'll drop the camera in a moment, but it came with August takes care of it, apparently. Voucher number 41, and this is basically trying to get you to buy parts, but there you go. You've got the Scion stuff here. Organise the peripherals, please take items required. 16k data back. Yes, so if anybody recognises any of these for the Scion. We've got a date here. Retail price, special offer until 31st of 12.91. So this is sold in August, sometime around 1991. So we can date it. So there we go, and all the old August stuff. What else have we got here? That's the one I was testing it earlier. Supply order form. Just for your cartridges and stuff. You can still get all the cartridges and kit for these from suppliers on the internet these days. The owner's manual. Perfectly good English because it's printed in Singapore, but yeah, obviously not being some cheap Chinese thing, English is perfectly good. Bit of cardboard that used to hold it in position when it was in its box, and a spare original printer ribbon. Yeah, you can hear the kids out the back there. Great, isn't it? Okay, the box. So that's what came with this one. Put them away. Because they're all large and it fills the place up quickly. Now this one comes in its own case. Nice. So pull that forward and up she comes. Nothing more to the case than that. And there is the machine itself. Now it's a very basic functionality machine, and cable wraps around the back here. I could show you around the sides of this, but there is absolutely nothing to see. There are no controls or anything on the side of this. So these are daisy wheel printers, as you may or may not be aware. As you probably are aware because you probably read the title. Yes. So all we do, switch her on. Run through some checks. There's no lights or anything on this. Although when we did pick this up, as I said, it wasn't working because, if I take this cover off, there is a tab missing, which presses on a micro switch to let it know that the top is on. And with that tab missing, obviously it would not work. So I just bypassed the micro switch and it works fine now. So all we do is place her in, and if we look down here, there's a nice little handy button called paper in. So press code, paper in, and there we go. Paper automatically apparently loaded for us, although that is didn't have the grip on. So let's put the grip back, put her in, and press that again, and she goes. There we go, loaded and ready to go. Now it's a very simple one. These are, as I said, daisy wheel. Said that so many times. And all we do, type in. Now if you don't know what a daisy wheel is, let me enlighten you. Just take the camera off. Now, I'll just take this off so you can see clearly what's going on. Underneath here you've got the cassette ribbon and a head here. Now behind the head, if I reset this thing, you might be able to see it go through its checks. There we go. So now spin the wheel. No? Right. Here, it's a bit like a manual typewriter, or a load. There's a wheel with loads of different heads on. Each has a different letter. And what it does, when you press the key on the keyboard, say I want to press an A, it will then spin this head around to the head that's got the A on and hit it with that hammer, like this. It's just a separate page here so you can see clearly. Okay, so the hammer will come forward, hit the head, and that's how you get a letter. Press a Q, there you go, you see the head rotates to the right position, hammer comes forward, whacks it one. I'll do one in slow motion for you so you can see. Are you ready? I'll do another one because that was in a pretty similar place, so try P. Okay, there you go. That's how the thing works. So as you can see, that's a very simple one. Type away, hits the ribbon, type away. If you get near to the end, it will beep at you. You can then press return, carry on the next line. Now that is called the word eraser. I just let it finish. I hit that by accident, but there is a second. If I take this off for you, hang on. Underneath this ribbon is a second one you can see here, and this has like Tipex sort of chemical on it, and it raises this up and uses that to delete words, which at the time was quite an amazing thing to have. Now these typewriters lived on for years because the price of PCs was ridiculous until proper word processors came along, and in fact to this day you can actually order electric typewriters like this for around 200, 300 quid. Not cheap now, but there's still a market for them. There you go. So there you go. Very basic one with auto delete. You can set the margins. You can delete individual words or individual letters. There you go. I get rid of one letter at a time. Correction ribbons removed, but get the idea. So that's the Smith Corona, the very basic one. I'll be back in a moment to show you the more complex one. That one costs £5 when we go, by the way. Right, here's the second one. This one didn't come boxed, but it's in as new condition. This is absolutely immaculate machine. Where's the keyboard, you say? Well, very cleverly designed. The keyboard is under this, which then doubles as your paper guide. Isn't that cool? I do love this machine. Not in a sexual way, but you know, it's a geeky machine, obviously. Right, okay. What we'll do... This one is a little bit more complex. Well, it's a lot more complex than the one before, because this one can print straight off as you press the keys. It can also do single line word processing, I think multiple word line processing, and it also has in its memory stored documents which you can edit. But unfortunately, and this is one of the reasons why I'm featuring it, we do not have and cannot find online the instruction manual to get it all that. So if we do come across that, we'll do another video showing those functions. But for now, we'll show what we can get this one to do. This one is cool. Now, okay, just doing its checks. You can hear the kids outside, as usual. Hang on. Okay, now, I'm not sure that this one has a page in. Can you see this nice and clearly? Yes. So those keys so you can see what functionalities we've got there. Okay, it has many functions controlled by the green keys, the alt keys, all that. I don't think it has, it probably does have a page in, but I can't find it. Especially not having the instruction manual. But we'll find it. Named why we always do. So, no obvious paging, so all I'm going to do is zoom that camera back out. Manually feed this in. Okay, now okay, I think we have to just do this to set the left hand margin. Okay, so it's got different modes, and start we can do normal typing, and if I just take this, oh, it doesn't come off easy, but same as the other one, it uses the daisy wheel system, which you can see there, working as I press the keys. Is it going to focus? Is it focused? I do not know. I think it is. Okay, yeah, you can see the wheel turning, possibly. Head hits the wheel, and it prints away. That's the simple mode. Oh, multi-vicar. Oh, now we've got power tools outside. Great. But on this one, the other mode you've got, you can see on the screen now, which just displays all the different options. You can actually do things like bold. Bold on this sort of machine to print, obviously it doesn't have a bold on the wheels, so all it does, it hits the same character 3 times. You can also have underlining, which involves it going back and forth and doing the different things. So there we go. I don't know if you can see that, but what it does first is it puts the line down and goes back and puts the character down. So, get rid of them. The other thing with this one is you can type single lines into it. I'm not sure if you can type whole documents. Somebody out there may know. But TCB, if I press TWWP, it comes up as create page. Yes. You can name your page to store for later, and then you can edit it. Now, at the moment, I can only get, as I've said, I can only get it to edit one line at a time. But apparently, it can do whole documents. But even with my geeky powers, I cannot work out. Now, the interesting thing about this one is, while it's just typing, even though nothing's coming on the page, YouTube is my home, and I like to put videos on it. It is a great way to share my geekiness. So there you go, because I've finished that line, it's now printing it. And I've done the whole thing underlined, so it's taking double the time it would normally. I thought I'd disable that, but there we go. So you get to the end and print it. And it prints entire documents in this way as well. Now if I just... Oh yeah, right. I'm just going to reset this to get rid of the underline. Go... Yeah. TWWP. Oops. Roll that down. There. Type in anything. And then type in chew. Oops. Chew for the win. Press enter. And there you go. This one also has spelling correction. It can get rid of the what you've typed there. And other stuff which I do not know because I haven't got the manual yet. So that's more things that typists would know about. But for general user, there you go. That's what they are like. So any questions, queries, or if you can help me with, especially with this one, please let me know. And I hope you enjoyed this easy, taking it easy video with my bad back. The hardware is coming, and that weighs about 100 kilograms, so we've had to change our plans of how that gets here, but it should be getting here soon, so there'll be a video up about that. So thank you all very much.